Oh, hello there. Welcome to Driven It. As you can see, I'm in the garage. We've got Toby in the air. I'll give you a little update after this. Through this, I will put up pictures because I had it on my little tipper ramp and I was having a good look round. I could tell you now, not as bad in some places as it could be. Admittedly, I have just found rot in the floor where the floor then meets the edge of the sill, which I did not see. And I went, but it's only small, which means it will turn out quite large. However, some of it has been quite fun, and with the power of penetrating oil and heat, because we like heat, I've been able to strip off most of the front. Only one bolt broke as I took it off. However, the bumper iron, yeah, no longer irons, because it's, every time I shake it, more and more rusts away. And I can tell you now, having stripped down many Visas in the past, I have never felt a bumper iron so light. I mean, there is absolutely no weight to this whatsoever. It really is so crumbly and soft. It's like a Cadbury's flake. Oh, I think you might have a new name. However, yeah, we have got some other problems. So as I say, I'm here rabbiting to you, but also flashing up some pictures as I sort of think about things that I saw. So yes, the floor, not great. Inside the seals, actually, the seals at the front of the car are better. As we know, the seals at the back, they fucked off a long time ago. But one thing I was really cautious about, when I put them on the tipper, the wheels didn't fall off, which I thought was rather good. Because those training arm mounts, you go, they didn't fall off. And actually, the surrounding metal is remarkably good on that, so I'm quite happy at that. And actually, everything else from the back is all right. And now I've done that rear valance, it's good. And then we come to the front, and in the engine bay, again, not bad. Under the wings, again, really surprisingly good. Admittedly, this is all right here on the other side. Pictures as we go along. However, it's when it comes down to the suspension components, because I looked at the front struts. Now, we are airborne, and I'm like, I don't want to touch those. And I really don't. At one point, I did think that the bottom cup had rusted down, and they was just literally holding on for hopes and prayers. No, not hopes and prayers. It's actually still attached. But I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the struts. I think, to be honest with you, I do know what I'm doing with the struts. I've got to find some new ones, because these are, what's the word? Fucked. Yes, they are. Thank you. They're fucked. So, yeah, it's a bit crispy. But I think still doable. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, at one point, because of the Beetle being here for 8 or 10 weeks, it's been off the road. To be honest with you, it just blurs into one. I did slightly lose enthusiasm. You see, you can lose enthusiasm for your car quite quickly, because I wasn't doing anything. Bear in mind, I did that rear valance in September, and I thoroughly had a lovely time with a sparkly glue gun, adding sparkles to make things stick. And then this thing's just been stuck outside my back door, and I'm like, oh, not doing anything. And it really did annoy me. However, the Beetle is working, and I've taken it out for a drive, and I'm like, ooh, for the moment. I mean, yeah, you know full well it's going to come back in here. But, yeah, but this thing is, yeah, I don't think as bad. It is the worst thing I have ever taken on, the worst project, I can tell you. But it is doable, it is savable. I do need to get a new radiator, or at least get the radiator recalled, because it did slightly shit itself. When we had that cold weather, the antifreeze that was in it, quite a lot of antifreeze came out, actually. Yeah, it didn't quite like it, and it did slightly burst a little bit more than it did when I got the car, but, you know, there we go. But yes, however, so plans for the next coming weeks. I've got to get the engine out. I was going to drop the subframe, having broken off, well, not broken off these bolts, but having broken one bolt and looking at how some of them are, and those subframe bolts are a bit, I might actually leave the subframe on. Another reason I've got to leave the subframe on is because if I need to get one of the other cars in here, I can't have a car that's not movable. So keeping it on the subframe, yeah. And I can actually clean up most of the subframe with it in situ. The engine's got to come out though, but yeah, I used to be able to take these out in about 45 minutes. I can tell you, just taking off the front of this thing took me an hour and a half. Yeah, that 45 minutes was pretty much including front panel, radiator out. Yeah, 1.5 hours plus just to... Anyway, so that's an update on Toby. So more bits will be coming as and when we do it, but he's in the garage now, so yay, we can start. Anyway, mind you go, take care, see you soon.